All right. Tonight, I've been discussing with the few people I could who actually did take my advice and call the FBI and verify all of my claims. We're talking about white supremacists, KKK. We're talking about all these different groups who despise me for being black, who every time I post something about Oklahoma and the federal government, they jump down my throat calling me a liar and everything else and blah, blah, blah. Well, every last one of them just confirmed I'm not full of shit. Everything I've claimed has been true. And rather than them denying anything, the government can't deny it because that would implicate them in it. Instead, they talk about the importance of the upcoming election and the importance of Republicans winning. This is the FBI, the DOJ, and the White House. We're not talking about in Oklahoma. We're talking about in Washington, D.C. We're talking about in Maryland, my home state. We're talking about the federal government, not the state. The states already dictated that they will do anything in their power to destroy this country. Oklahoma is willing to burn down Oklahoma and the federal government for a little bit of money. That's already been established. But my question is, as Republicans, are you really going to allow Oklahoma to burn down this entire country? Are you going to allow the federal government to protect the people that murdered Charlie Kirk? Are you really going to allow these people who put a hit on Charlie Kirk, lied about the bank account, lied about hiding money from the government, then just to find out that, oh, by the way, there is billions of dollars they didn't pay taxes on, they didn't announce to the government, they hid from the government, they used to put hits out on various politicians. Remember, there was a Republican and a Democrat killed last year. Both of them Oklahoma. Both of them I gave prior warning to. And here we are. Rather than going after Oklahoma, they're going after me. Telling me how they can arrest me for publicizing this because it's a part of an active investigation, which they openly admit they're not investigating. So you can't arrest me for something you're not investigating but trying to hide. You have to actively have a report number, which they never even generated. They were forced to after today. 5 callers forced them to generate an active case number for this. Not because they wanted to. No, they wanted to protect Oklahoma. They wanted to protect these liars. They wanted to protect the companies. They wanted to protect anyone except the people. And then they went on about how they punished Oklahoma. We reduced their federal funding. That doesn't punish the state, that punishes the people. That doesn't punish the politicians who allowed this to happen and who funded this. That punishes the people themselves. The billionaires like Drummer, our attorney general, the billionaires like Kevin Stitz, our governor, that doesn't punish them. That punishes Oklahoma. That punishes everyone who lives here. So, them punishing the people of Oklahoma, you're supposed to be happy with being punished for your politicians deciding, oh, yeah, we're going to kill this man because, well, someone paid us to. We were going to do it anyway, but someone offered us money to do it. So we're going to double the hit, which is what they did. We're going to lie to the government about the accounts, which is what they did. We're going to claim that after it's all done, it's a matter of national security. You don't come after us, which is what both them and the government did. We're not talking about Republicans. Republicans and Democrats are in on this. Because I didn't just contact Republican members of Senate. I contact both Democrat and Republican members, such as Elizabeth Warren and what the fuck is his old ass? Bernie Sanders. I contacted members of Congress as well. I contacted both of Oklahoma's. I contacted Ted Cruz. I contacted 13 members of the Senate, Republican and Democrat. The loudest names you always find online. I decided, well, they love They love the public limelight. Let's put them further in. Give them a case which, when me stupidly believing they would actually do something about, it would push them into greater success. Instead, they decided that anything I did and said is a matter of national security and to hide everything Oklahoma did to protect them. We're not talking about the Republican Party. The Democrats are in on this too. Charlie Kirk's murder, all of it. They might not have pulled the trigger, but they're willing to hide it to protect them as politicians because no one trusts politicians. And the first question that comes out of this, which is what I've been asked, is what happens when people ask, why didn't we stop them? Why weren't we monitoring Oklahoma? Both Republicans and Democrats said that shit. They care more about re-election than they do about terrorists on the streets. They care more about their re-elections than they do about this nation and its people. They care more about financially profiting from their positions than they do the people of this country. Neither side gives a damn about the people. Not only that, the biggest problem in all of this, the FBI may have started a case file finally, but they already admit they're not coming after Oklahoma because Oklahoma is vital to the Republican Party. So what the hell's the point of an investigation that's for show? You're just going to maybe blame two people who couldn't have had anything to do with it, or take down one big person and a couple small fish and call it day over, while everyone else, which the entire Republican Party was in Oklahoma, was involved in this shit. Parts of Texas, Congress and Senate members who decided that they were going to ignore this. They were going to stifle and shut me the fuck up than to face the consequences of them being incompetent. That's who wins. And then there's Tinker. Midwest City, Tinker. Midwest City claims it's not state, it's not federal, it's a separate entity. Oklahoma protects it because, Tinker is the this and that. Tinker supplies 0.67% of all jobs in the state of Oklahoma. That's their contribution. Not even 1% of the jobs. But they protect them in Midwest City more than they do the people of this state. They protect, according to the military, seditious, treasonous terrorist, which is what they described as Midwest City, and Tinker as of now, more than they do the people of this nation. A seditious, treasonous, terroristic organization more than they do the people. That's how much Oklahoma loves money. Not the people. Not anything about this state. Not this nation. Money. And as long as political careers are on the line, they will defend this shit. They will shut up the people who try to expose it and push forward the people who's doing all of these criminal acts. They will protect the criminal while stifling the civilian. And they're doing this just because, re-election. What about the people? What about Charlie Kirk? What about his family? Which, in all likeliness, it was probably his wife that paid Oklahoma to do it, but I'm not going to say that as a fact because I don't know, and it may not be true. She may just be someone who loves the public limelight so much she just don't care her husband is dead. That might be it. Who knows? But remember, they're doing everything they can to suppress the YouTube channel because they can't just delete it again. Military's investigating them. The military cares more about this shit than the entirety of the rest of the government, including the president.